What's going on, guys? How's everyone doing today? Let me know if you guys can hear and see me okay. Gonna share this out to a couple people here. Everyone's had a good day today. Let's see here. It's Friday. What you guys got going on today? It's Friday. Anything fun planned? You guys working? Taking the day off maybe? All right. What's going on? Tina's on here. What's up, Tina? How are you? Stephanie, how are you doing, Stephanie? All right. Let me know if you guys can see and hear me okay in the comments there. My name is Ryan Wolf, for those of you who don't know me, and I live here in Goodyear, Arizona. Beautiful day today. I think we're going to have about 82 or 85 for a high, so great weather. I love it. So I want to jump on here today, you guys, and talk to you guys about habits. And I want to know your opinion on habits, because mine is that a habit is harder. It's harder to have a good habit than it is a bad habit. So what do you guys think about that? What's up? Andre's on here. What's up, brother? How you doing? Now, for example, tell a story about myself. I'm 44 years old, and over the years, I've formed a lot of bad habits, and I've formed some good habits. Now, for me, my feeling is it was harder for me to form the good habits because I feel like I had to work at those. So, story about me, for a number of years, I was a smoker. I smoked for, let's just say, a bunch of years. And not good for me, but it was a habit. It was something I did. You did every day. You smoked. I smoked a pack a day. That's just how it was. And for me to make a change, it was hard. And had something happen in my life that I had to make a change. So I just had to make a change, and that was one of the hardest things I had to do was quit smoking. It was not an easy habit to make, but I had to make the choice to change that and make it happen. I just had to stay consistent with it and do it, and I did it. So, and I feel better because I've done it. Now, if I smell smoke, it still smells good, but I know that if I smoke a cigarette, it's not going to taste good. So I had to make a choice to change what I was doing to change a bad habit. Okay, so another example. I'm not going to go too deep into history about my back and stuff like that, but I've had multiple back surgeries. And even after that, I had chronic back pain for quite a few years. And so it was about 10 years of taking pain medication. Now, I'm not saying that pain medication is a bad thing. I'm not saying that it's a total bad habit, but it's definitely not a great thing for your body to put that stuff in your body. So I got to a point where I had to make a change. Because I realized that my body had become, and whatever word you guys want to use, dependent or addicted to medication. I was there, so I had to make a change in my life, and it was like I got an awakening. I realized that the medication was helping a little bit, but it really wasn't helping. I was sleeping all the time, not feeling good, so. And I realized that my body's dependent on it because if I missed taking it, my body let me know. I didn't feel good, and that let me know I forgot to take it. So I had to make a change. So those are examples, I think, examples of some habits that are not such good habits that I want to change. But I had to decide to make a change to make it a good habit. So what I did was I got off the medication. I started exercising, working out, but I started slow. I wanted to make sure it was something that I could maintain. And that's another important thing. If you guys are looking at developing some good habits, do something that you can maintain. It takes 21 days to create a habit. Someone smart person told me that one time. So do something that you can make a change with, something like that. So I made a change in my life. Started walking, then started exercising at home, working out, lifting weights, and that's what got me to where I am now. Feeling better, my back isn't as bad, putting the good stuff in my body made a huge difference in that, but it was making a change and developing good habits. Now, for me, that was a lot of work, but I knew I had to do it, so I had to stay consistent with it. So be consistent. So I'm gonna give you guys some tips here to making good habits and being consistent, because like I said, I think that good habits are harder sometimes to do. And for example, making bad habits and good habits. Bad habits might be something as, that you don't realize you do. Maybe you're eating stuff that's not good for you all the time, and you just develop. That's just how you do. You go through you have lunchtime. You run through the drive-through. You grab something that might not be a very good choice for you, and that's a habit you do because it's quick, as easy, as convenient. So you do it. Okay. Now, opposite of that, a good habit would be making something to take with you to work. That's better for you. So you're making a choice to make a better habit, to put something good in your body that's a good habit. Well, that might be more work for you, because that means you have to get up maybe earlier in the morning to make that food for yourself to take to work with you, when it'd be easier just to go to the drive-through, right? But it's better for your body to make that good choice and put something better in it. And I'm not always the greatest example of this, because I make bad choices all the time. But you'll find when you start making better choices, as like maybe putting good food in your body that's better for you, you start to feel better, and you'll start doing some changes. But you want to make sure you're doing something that you can be consistent at, and it's good for you. So it's making better choices. So I encourage you guys to start thinking about what you do. And habits are something as small as you don't realize you do every day. When you put your pants on, you have a habit of putting it one leg at a time, one certain leg, most people at a time, whether it's your left leg or right leg. You may not even notice you do this, but think about it next time you put your pants on, what leg you're putting in first. And this is something you've done for years, that you didn't realize you put your left foot in first, your right foot in first, but you formed a habit, along the way, where that's just how you do it. Another example is when you jump in the shower in the morning, or when you're jumping in the shower, you have a certain way that you do stuff. You have a routine you develop of habits, whether it's wash your hair first, your body first, whatever you want to do. You do it pretty much the same way every time. You don't realize you do this, but you formed a habit. Okay, so anyways, I'm going to share with you guys a couple of tips here. So to form some good habits, and we all have good habits and bad habits, you need to decide that you want to make a good habit. Okay, what I mean by decide is sit down and write out what you want to do. Okay, write it down. There's something about putting something on paper or something in writing in front of you, a good habit. Maybe you want to lose some weight. Maybe you want to start eating better. So sit down, write down, I want to start doing this, and this is how I'm going to do it. So kind of mark it out. I'm going to start, eating better. Now it takes time to form a habit, so it's not going to happen overnight. But decide to do it, so it's going to be sustainable. I know a lot of people, and I work with people that want to eat better and want to lose weight and do something better for themselves. What's important is that yes, you're doing it, but also that it's something that you can keep doing. So I've seen a lot of people do awesome. They went on a great diet, took good supplements, lost a bunch of weight. They feel great. They get to their goal, and they stop doing what got them there. Okay, so which was eating right, exercising, putting good supplements in their body. They got that goal. They lost their 20 pounds or 50 pounds or 100 pounds, whatever it was, and they stopped doing what got them to where they wanted to be at. So what I'm going to tell you is, if you want to form a good habit, keep up with that habit. Do something do something that you can make is like a good lifestyle change. Let's say. So you're forming good habits, but make it something that you can start out slowly with, and something that you can sustain and keep doing. Okay. Number two, be consistent. If you're deciding if you want to, so you want to start exercising more. So a good way to start that is decide that maybe you work 8 to 5 or whatever you want to work at every day at 5:30. Plan on when you get home, instead of sitting on the couch watching a show, go for a walk for a mile. And I would even go as far as to make this as important to you as it could possibly be. I would even go on my phone and schedule it. What I mean by that is, in your job, you have meetings you schedule. You have appointments like doctor appointments you go to, you schedule. You got your phone out, your calendar, you schedule, Dr. So-and-so on this date here, appointment with Jim, at 1 o'clock. Schedule your phone for 5:30, walk, get home from work, walk. So you have a little reminder, alert that gets sent to you. Hey, you're going for a walk at 5:30. So schedule in, start out with something you can do. Maybe if you work Monday through Friday, do it Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesday at 5:30, I'm going to go for a walk for 1.5 miles, 2 miles. Thursday, I'm going to walk at 5:30, 2 miles. And then maybe next week add another day into it. So do something that you guys can be, consistent at, and that you can keep doing. Okay. Number 3, good things take time. Like I was saying, it takes a number of days in a row to create a good habit. Like I said, a good friend of mine told me 21 days to make a habit. So the things you've been doing that aren't happy with in your life, they took probably a number of years to create. So don't be hard on yourself if it takes a little bit of time to create some good habits. But start out, like I said, by scheduling in good habits. Maybe scheduling going to the gym. Schedule in eating something good. If you eat fast food 2 days a week, or every day, maybe you should change that and do 2 days a week where you eat something better. But start making small changes in your life to create some good habits. But I want to hear from you guys. Like I said, my opinion is that good habits are harder than bad habits are. Bad habits sometimes can be things that are, most of the time, they're not good for you. So my opinion is it's going to be harder to make a good habit than is a bad habit. So be prepared to put a little work in when you're making good habits because it's not always easy to do. Okay, but I'm going to jump on here today with you guys and tell you about this, share with you guys. Hope this helps somebody out. So have a great Friday. Hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and we'll catch you guys again soon, all right? Have a great day. See ya.